Alright YouTube, your boy Slim is back with another cigar review, and today we are going to be smoking on to ATL Cigar Company. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright YouTube, so like I said in the rundown, today I'm going to be smoking on the ATL Cigar Company, and this is the Good Trouble. There's a history behind it, and part of the reason why I chose to smoke this Viotola. There's 3 other ones in the line, and I'll give you a rundown on that one in a minute. But I mean, pretty much, like I always say, this is my favorite part of the day, so let's go ahead and get some cut up. Today I'm going to be using a V cut. So my initial thoughts on this Good Trouble is woody, earthy, kind of light on spice, something else in there. But what I'm going to do is give you a little history why I chose to just smoke this one besides the obvious. I mean, the company's here in Atlanta, so why wouldn't I smoke it? But as I was saying before, this is called the Good Trouble. So I'm going to give you a rundown or a history on the background of the company. Alright, so now the ATL Good Trouble was named in honor of the late Atlanta congressman and civil rights icon John Lewis. This Habano-wrapper blend from Estelí, I hope that's right, boasts a complex Nicaraguan filler from 3 growing regions, double bound by Indonesian Sumatra pear with a priming from a volcanic soil of Ometepe. The outcome is the unique blend of a flavorful, accessible cigar that leaves a clean finish, offered in 3 sizes: Robusto, Canonazo, and Gordo. Good Trouble is an excellent choice for a smoker of very experienced level. And it says, I guess this is a quote from John Lewis, it says, "Never ever be afraid to make some noise. Get into good trouble, necessary trouble." So I'm back, and pretty much it's just really woody, earthy. That spice is definitely picking up on my palate there. I haven't even retro held it, and it's starting to tingle my senses, so it's definitely picking up on there. But I got a little more ways to go on here. I mean, the foot actually smells kind of like manure, but I mean, other than that, just earthy and woody. But I mean, other than that, it's kind of creamy, but not too much on the finish. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep on smoking this ATL down, and I'll get back with you. All right. All right, YouTube, I am back on this ATL Cigar Company. And as you can see, the burn line, it's not razor sharp, but it's straight. The ash is pretty good. It's holding on tight. And pretty much, this is the second cigar I've smoked in this line. Pretty much like I was saying before, they're a company out of Atlanta, so I'm trying to throw in my support. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the cigar actually is a good cigar. I mean, the other ones I smoked were actually really great. Maybe that's my opinion, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I wear Atlanta stuff, I always support Atlanta, so hopefully I'm not being too biased. So if I am, go ahead and smoke it and let me know your thoughts on it. But pretty much all that spice and everything I was getting after the initial light up, that has died down. But I mean, I have to admit that retro hole is something serious, you know what I mean? It's it's still tingling my senses. But other than that, those faint notes of wood and earthiness, those have died down. It transitioned into almost like a chocolate sweetness, and I guess going into that second third is transitioning to almost like a sweet chocolate cinnamon. But I mean, other than that, the mix right now is pretty good, and I'm having no issues with it. So I'm gonna keep on smoking it down, let it get into that second third, take off this Good Trouble bend that we got going on here, and then I'll get back with you on my flavor notes. All right. YouTube, I am back on this Good Trouble by the ATL Cigar Company, and pretty much I haven't had any construction issues with it. I think she's still pretty much in that medium to plus range. I mean, it's almost like medium plus to like full on the body. You know, that it's a lingering, that pepper is there, but it's kind of faint. You know what I mean? That earthy woodiness, that's kind of still there, but it's not as much. It's starting to get into that range where you're getting that cinnamon sweetness with the chocolate, and almost like that aged tobacco taste. But I could be wrong. That maybe is just probably the chocolate and the cinnamon. But either way, it's still it's nutty, it's creamy, it's lingering on the palate. The spice is there. You know, it's getting a little bit of those floral notes, and to be honest, it's faintly a little bit bitter, but it's nothing too overpowering right now. It's just got that little bit of like kind of bitter taste going on there. But I mean, other than that, no complaints on it. And I don't even think I gave you the price point on this one. It's the Robusto, and it's gonna run you about $9, which I think is pretty good for a company out of here in Atlanta. And what I'll probably do is, if I remember, I'll drop a link in a video, because I actually watched it on the Stickman where he interviewed the guys over here, and I think they're from Marietta or something, but they're out of here, out of Atlanta, and they're actually friends, and they started a company, you know, and they did all their research and everything like that. So I thought that was pretty damn cool, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, hey, if making cigars is going to come between us, they didn't want to do it. So that's Atlanta for you, and I love that. But other than that, keep on smoking it down, get past this band, and I'll get back to you on my flavor notes. All right. All right, YouTube, we're coming down to the end on this ATL Cigar Company's Good Trouble. And pretty much those same notes I got in the second third and the first third, they continue on, but it's definitely not as spicy. It's staying in that medium range, and probably, if anything, it's in that medium plus right now on the finish. But I mean, I really like all the flavors. I mean, it's still nutty, creamy, it's real smooth. The retrohale isn't burning or hurting my senses as much as it was in the first third. But I mean, other than that, really not too much going on with it. I mean, but I enjoyed the smoke. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my numbers together. I'll nub this out, and I'll get back with you on my final thoughts. All right. YouTube, I am back, so I'm going ahead and score this out. And for the appearance and construction, I'm going to give it 13 out of 15. As far as the flavor notes, I'm going to give it 23 out of 25. Wrapping down there on the end, getting a little bit of dried fruits, you know, those nut flavors in there, all those other flavors that I was giving you also. As far as the smoking characteristics of it, I'm going to give it 24 out of 25. I didn't have any issues with it. It burned great. I never had to touch it up. The ashes dropped off in clumps, and me being me, you know what I'm saying, I just knocked it off because I don't want it falling in my lap. And then as far as overall, I'm going to give it 32 out of 35. So rounding out, it's going to be a 92 out of 100. I think that's pretty good considering the price point. So if you've had this cigar before, definitely let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment. If you're definitely in the A, I would pick up a couple. I mean, I already smoked 3 of them, and I pretty much plan on hitting up my humidor over there again and picking up a couple more. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also check me out on Instagram, as I said in my last video, because when I don't have time to actually do video reviews, I'm going to be doing written reviews. So holla at me on there. Other than that, that's all the smoke on the ATL Cigar Company. Good Trouble. All right.